Being out in the garden when it's nice outside has its own issues, and that is the fact that I have very little Wi-Fi coverage out here. You can see the signal strength is really poor, and even the throughput itself is not very good. So what we're going to try and do is get that improved. And you'll see as I move further through the garden, the signal just keeps going worse and worse. Now, one thing you don't want to have to do is run cables everywhere, start digging everything up, which is going to cause you a lot more pain and it's going to cost you a lot more money. So we have a new device that is not new to the Ubiquiti lineup, but we have the U7 Mesh. Now this has been asked for a lot and it's finally arrived. So let's take a look. Let's take a physical look at this device, and it is just booting up as I'm doing this and getting connected, so you might see the color changing, but we get a PoE injector inside which can allow you to push the power in to the device, or if you have a network that doesn't have PoE, you can connect your network into here and then use your injector power to power the device. So we can see it's a very similar form factor to the previous one, and we have this new color LED ring at the top which basically shows you what kind of connectivity signal you're having at any point. So this can go all the way from red, which means obviously it's a very weak signal, to all the way green. I don't know if it's actually picking up, but it's kind of flickering between the green and the yellow at this point, but I'm not quite sure the camera is picking this up. We have a couple of mounts. So we have the desk mount, which we can pop this in and it can sit just like so. So this goes, cable pops in there. That fits on the side like this. There you go. So that's nicely flushed, clear, done. We have a bunch of screws that come with this. Also, we have this, which can be mounted to the wall or a desk or wherever for your PoE injector to keep your cable. This is the new outdoor weather mount, and we'll take a look at this shortly when we install it. This has a little rubber seal at the bottom just here, which you can poke an Ethernet cable just through here. We just need to make a little hole in there, and that can poke a little, there you go. Poke a little Ethernet cable through there to make that IPX6 rated. We can pop that back in here, and then the cable goes through the bottom and simply sits in there like so. Again, we'll strap this up a little bit later because I'm going to mount this to a downpipe and we're going to get this mounted outside. So let's talk technical specs of this device and how it compares against the U6 Mesh. So we have this, which is Wi-Fi 7. There's no 6 gigahertz built in, but you still do get a decent throughput from it. It has a 2.5 gigabit port on it, 6 spatial streams, 200 plus connected devices, 2x2 in 2.4 gigahertz and 2x2 in 5 gigahertz. It requires PoE and it has a wall and pole mount. Now, to get the IPX6 rating, you need the outdoor mount that I showed you earlier. But if we compare this against the U6 Mesh, which is 179, that has Wi-Fi 6 in it. It has a 1 gigabit Ethernet port on it. It requires PoE, again, 6 spatial streams. It actually has a slightly better in terms of connected devices. It has a 250 plus connected devices and a 4x4 with 5 gigahertz. And it has a 2x2 MIMO on the 2.4 gigahertz and 4x4 on the 5 gigahertz. So slightly better antenna when it came to the 5 gigahertz. Now, it's only IPX5 rated. It's not IPX6. But it's a decision to make between the two, which one you would want to purchase. Let's dive into UniFi Network and have a look at the U7 Mesh settings in here. We can see the scale, and this is where the color comes in. So obviously if you're in a very green area, it's going to be dark green. And if you're in a poor area, it's going to be orange. We can see what it's connected as. So we can see it's meshed on the 5 gigahertz and it uses your uplink spectrum. So depending on what you have set there. So if it's 80 megahertz, 160, it will use that accordingly. It has your clients on there and it has your address on there also as well. We have some insights which tells you about some of the metrics inside. It tells you about what channel it's using, what width, the live airtime, so you can see what's going on, how many active clients you have on there, and also your retries, etc., and other things that might be going on within your network. So it also gives you a brief history as well. If we go to settings, we have the U7 Mesh. We can create device tags. We have indoor, outdoor, depending on where your placement is. And then we have obviously the standard Wi-Fi settings. You can't change the 5 gigahertz because, well, that's what it's used. So you're not able to do that. But you can change things like the transmit power. You can add roaming assistant and then obviously the mesh settings too. Not too much in UniFi Network, but it gives you an understanding as to what's going on there. So when you're placing your access point outside, you want to think about where you are in proximity. Now, I've come to the furthest point in my garden to see if I can get any sort of connection or whether it will even connect back to me. So I'm probably a good 15 to 20 meters away from an AP, and they're both probably around about here and here. And they're right into the middle of the house, so they're not at the edge. So we're going to have a quick look and see what we can get. So if we take a quick look down here, we actually have a very orange light on here, so it seems like it's just connected ever so slightly, and we'll take a look at what that signal strength looks like inside the app. If we actually go into the UniFi app, you can see we're connected, we're directly connected, and if I show you the U7 Mesh, You can see that right there. And like I said, you're right on the edge. You can see that highlighted within the app. You're right on the edge of what we're going to be. We're connected to my U7 Pro XG, which is the one on the ground floor, which is just down here. And you can see we're at minus 80 dBm. So let's see what sort of speeds we're getting out of this. So if we jump into Wi-Fi Man, for example, and we do a signal, you can see, considering how far we were getting 20 to 30 megabits just next to the house. We're actually getting 30, a similar sort of thing, but we're right at the edge of the garden. So it's not too bad. We're getting a lot better than what we would have anticipated, and that's actually getting better. You can see 60, 65. So I'm actually getting a lot better signal using this mesh unit and coming right to the way to the edge of my garden. You can see in terms of signal strength, I'm right next to the U7 Mesh, so I'm getting a fairly good strength. And if I was to go back to the other side of the garden, I'm still getting minus 70 dBm, and in terms of my throughput, I'm still getting 50 to 60 megabits per second. Oh, okay, this is hovering around about, yeah, there you go. It hit 60 megabits per second. So we're still getting, and I know I'm hidden, you probably can't see me, we're still getting a very good connection with the U7 Mesh out here. Now, like I said, you need to think about where you're going to be setting this up. And this is probably not the ideal location. You don't want to go to the furthest point of my garden. But I think actually where I want to set this up is just on that downpipe just there. I think that's probably somewhere in that area where you're next to the house, but it can then broadcast your signal out to this whole area. So I'm going to go get it set up there and let's see what sort of signal we can get from that area. So we're just outside now and we're about to get this mounted. So I do have a couple of zip ties. Now you do get a couple of Ubiquiti ones that comes inside the box, as this is just a temporary fitting. So I want to actually utilize them when I properly go to install them. So let's get this installed. So let's get these two popped through. Get the cable round on the other side. Let's get one of them zipped up. There we go. Let's get the other one round. Let's make sure we have the zip cable in the right way, or the zip tie in the right way, and that will obviously definitely help when it comes to tightening it. Okay. So we have that clip just there. We have the little rubber grommet inside, so we can take that out. And there we go. So we're going to feed a cable through here. And it just so happens I seem to have a very trusty Ubiquiti cable just here. So we can pop this in. Just squeeze that one through. There we go. This is an indoor cable. Now, it's probably not as thick as it needs to be. This is just a temporary installation, so you probably do need to get yourself a proper outdoor rated cable for the install. And there we go. So we can clip this cable in, pop this on like so, and then that's going to sit there. So that should now power up. Not sure if you can see that light, but yeah, we do have some light on here. So we have the U7 Mesh now mounted, and we can have a look inside UniFi network within the app, and we can see the signal was slightly better than what it was over there. It was a bit more towards the orange side, so it's a little bit better in terms of what it is. 56%, so minus 67 dBm, so it's edging on the slight bit of the green and the orange. That's where we're roughly going to look at. So if we do a quick test now in terms of signal, we're looking at minus 51 dBm in terms of signal strength, so not too far away from the device, maybe a meter or two. We look at the throughput of this. We're getting about 130, 140, yeah, about 130, yeah, 150, 60, 70. So we're pushing up slightly, 170 megabits per second, almost pushing 180 megabits per second, compared to 30, what I was getting at the start. That's an amazing increase for what I was getting before. And I think if we stood still, which is not practical, if we stood still, we'll probably get close to 200 megabits per second. But if we move a little bit further away, so we're moving to the back of the garden now. So I know this is an omnidirectional device, so it's going to move all over, it's going to go all over. And if we come to the back of the garden, I can see I still have a relatively good signal strength, 120, 140. I saw that push over to it, there we go, 140 again, 150, 160. Sound like I'm doing an auction at the moment, but yeah, it's we're getting a reasonable throughput in terms of the megabits per second. So, and I know I have a strong signal throughout the garden completely. So I don't really need to worry too much about where I am now, whether I'm close to the house to get a decent signal. This is giving me everything I need basically for completeness of this one as well. We're going to open up a quick we're just going to do a quick speed test back to a machine in my house. So I can click start from here, and we did push to 200 for a second, but it seems to be dropping down slightly. So 135 in terms of download speed. And again, pushing nearly 200 again. But in terms of stability, we're looking at about 135. So 135 megabits per second upload and download. So for me, That is a massive improvement to what I had in this area. Next, let's move to testing this in a location. So we're sat right here. We're going to plug this in, this AP right here, and we'll get it connected to my nearest access point. If we go back to the main page, we're connected to the U7 Mesh. We have the 5 gigahertz bandwidth, 160 megahertz width, and then we have minus 35 dBm. And obviously we're right next to it, so you can see it's right here. So we're very close next to it in terms of signal. But if we go that, and then if we have a look at the throughput, we're almost going to break 500 megabits per second. So yeah, there we go. We've broken 500 megabits per second. Now, something like this is ideal when you're in between devices. Now, something like this is ideal when you're in an area of your house where you don't have signal, or business, or wherever you might be, where you have no signal, or it's not that great, but you can pop this in between your access point and where you are. And something like this with just a PoE injector and just powering it up, and it looks very nice too. So you can just place it anywhere and it will give you the best kind of signal capabilities that you can get. And I guess just for completeness, we can do a open speed test. So we can see again 400, nearly 500 megabits per second in terms of going back to the gateway. We might even push 600 at some point. And there we go. So that gives you around 475 megabits per second in terms of download and about 450 megabits per second in terms of upload. The last way of connecting something like this is you can use it as a normal AP, right? So we can get this plugged into your network. We can see right here in UniFi network that it's using a 2.5 gigabit uplink, and it says disable mesh connect to improve stability. Wide APs don't require meshing, so you can disable the AP meshing on here. I think this is just for all wired APs, but you can see we can go down here and we can disable some of the meshing should we need to do so. But we don't need to worry too much about that at this point. And what we're going to do is go back to Wi-Fi Man. So the signal strength, as we expect, is relatively good. We're connected to Wi-Fi 6, 5 gigahertz. And in terms of throughput, we're getting around 600. We got to about 650, I think, at that point in terms of throughput. So we're getting a really decent speed in terms of wide. So as you would expect the wide connection to be better. This is also just a quick note that this is going through a couple of hops as well. So this is going through a switch to another switch and then to the gateway. So there is a couple of hops in this. And I think, yeah, we broke 850 at that point. So 850 megabits per second in terms of some max speeds that we can get through this using the AP as a wired AP. And there we go. That pretty much sums up this tiny little device. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments below. The links are also there as well. There are affiliate links which do help out this channel. For now, this is Inside Wire, and I'll see you in the next one.